But I think the thing that's really cool that's happening is that I'm getting local people here. I'm a gentrifier from out of town, and I am meeting people under the umbrella of art, and they're digging it.
Yeah.
And so art is saving the day. Hi.
What's up?
Well, today we're going to go where, John?
The laboratory.
Yes, we are. And we're going to talk about the Arrow Project. We could call it the sign project, but it's actually an art project because it doesn't have type on it.
Yes.
It doesn't advertise an establishment, so it's art. Let's go. Follow me. So last night I had a very funny thing happen. As you know, and everybody else can now find out, I live across the street from the museum. And I'm going to work about 10 o'clock last night, and as I'm walking across from my house to the building, there's these two women. One's middle-aged, the other one's a teenager, and they're crawling all over the front of the building, photographing everything.
Right.
And I'm looking at them going, well, these are fans, but this is unusual because it's raining, okay? And I go up to them, I go, all right, you guys, what's going on here, right?
Yeah.
And they're just mesmerized as if they were following the yellow brick road, and they made it to Oz. And what they said was, we followed the arrows up to your place. But the crazy thing is, they live just below the jailhouse, which is about a little over a quarter mile from here. So if you're only a quarter mile away, I found it to be a little quirky that they had to wait for the arrows to direct them here. So what's going on? After they left, I got even more inspired, and I started thinking about my chimney. Because earlier in the day you said to me we need an arrow from the street pointing in.
We need grand finale.
Okay, we need a grand finale. I think I have, in addition to the grand finale, a standing ovation, encore, grand finale.
All right. Yeah.
Follow me. So we have a chimney on top of the building that's about maybe 7 feet tall, cinder block. And it's kind of falling apart and it needs to be reappointed. And so I've been talking to Danny, the contractor, about how we want to fix it. And one of the things I was thinking of doing was putting artwork on it. And so if you look at this thing from top to bottom, the blue is the sky. This wacky shape with these illustrations are going to be adhered to the outside of the chimney. Or chimney. Say chimney, please.
Chimney.
Chimney. And you're going to be able to see this from the street. So this is what it will, here's the whole thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
And the arrow thing is kind of happening. I did something that was a little annoying. I put 3 arrows on 3 folks' homes that know me, and I didn't ask them. But I sent them text saying, arrow art is coming into your life.
So last time people saw us on YouTube, which is where this is going, we were out putting signs out, trying to get a hold of people. How many did you eventually put out?
I think I made 22.
Right.
24. I lost count. And I think I have 5 left. And I think I'm getting 2 back from people that I tagged ostensibly. And then somebody else wants 1 back immediately. And so like doing the math in my head, it's a little like juggling right now. But I think I have about 8 left out of 24.
Okay.
Which is not bad for a day and a half.
No.
So also I think as people see it, they're going to want it.
So you've got 16 signs in town right now.
Yeah, 16 signs in town.
Pieces of art.
Pieces of art, no, no type. Well, this does say on air.
Right.
But that's a guy in a radio it's a claim in a radio station. Here's the on air sign in his studio. Anyway, broadcast booth. I don't think that's a sign, do you?
Not really.
Not really. It looks like a piece of art, right?
Yeah.
We agree.
We're not a radio station, so it's not a sign.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
So we could be a radio station.
We could be eventually.
Okay. All right. We're trying to be right now.
I think when we start podcasting later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what I have to show you right now. And I think the thing that you can attach to this is like all the stuff that I've put up in town.
Yeah.
Successfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's creating a certain amount of controversy.
So what was the genesis of like doing all this? Because we didn't talk about it last time.
Okay, so the genesis is 12 years ago we tried to open this place and we got nailed for zoning because people in the area, people immediately across the street from us, did not want to be disturbed as far as losing a parking space.
Sure.
So even though I have a commercial building and I bought a commercial building and the town told me when I got the building I could do whatever I want with it, you are down by law if somebody complains. It has to be investigated.
Yeah.
So the people who came after me 10 or 12 years ago are coming after me again. And I think they're coming after me for signage. The process is anonymous, so I really don't know who came after me.
Okay.
But what they did was, what happened to me was 3 complaints were taken out for new signage on my building and 2 signs off location downtown at other people's homes.
Yeah.
It is illegal to put a sign up on an off location for another location unless you have a permit. The permit's $600. Both places were not mine, and it was a favor from friends, and I don't want to get them involved with getting permits. But what I realized was, when I started talking to all the zoning people, that artwork is artwork, signage is signage. Okay, signage has words, and artwork doesn't have words. So I created all these characters from my book Daddle Doodle, which you could get at VictorStabin.com.
Yes, you can.
And I gave them red arrows pointing uptown. Some of them are going left, some of them are going right, depends on what side of the street you're on. If you're on the uptown side of the street, the arrows are going towards the left. If you're on the downtown side, or the south side of the street, the arrows are going right. So it's the north and the south side. Anyway, so I created all this artwork on signage material that's weatherproof. And I did it myself with my own printer. The inks that I use will last a couple of years as far as fading goes. And we started to install them all over the place because, okay, maybe I'm missing a piece here. When I had to take these signs down, I started thinking. And I just thought, well, can I put something up that's like a pictogram? And I'm using the word pictogram a little naively. I think a pictogram is something that tells a story with pictures.
Yeah.
So I put one sign up that was a pictogram at my mother's house. It said, "Be here or be square." It was a B, it was an or, it was another B, and a square.
Yeah.
Okay, and I had arrows facing towards my building. It was
So
very cryptic. People really weren't getting it, and people were asking me odd questions like, "What are you doing?" It was a kernel of an idea. So I took that idea and I made these 20 characters. I took about 12 characters that I made 2 of, the left and the right hand arrows. And I started making them and I pollinated the town with most of them.
Now you've got this thing going on where people are actually coming up here.
They're crawling up here.
Because they're
crawling all over the place with cameras.
Now they're crawling all over the place in the
but
rain.
Immediately it happened.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with the arrows. It's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's only been a couple of days. I don't know how it's going to shake out. There's a thing that happens when people get enthusiastic. There's a thing that happens when people get jealous because you might be getting attention. But I think the thing that's really cool that's happening is that I'm getting local people here. I'm a gentrifier from out of town. And I am meeting people under the umbrella of art, and they're digging it.
Yeah.
And so art is saving the day.